All right, there we go. So last night I was streaming this and I played forward and I let's see, what did I do? I did the not pickup, what's it called? PU, Personal Union, War on Naples. I won it. It took me a long time. While I was being attacked, well, as I started the attack, first of all, Aragon had an event where they had rebels stand up, and I had to give them, the event required me to give them 2,000 men and 100 ducats. So as I'm attacking Naples, Aragon was basically losing that war. They just wouldn't fight the guys for some reason. And then I had rebels stand up also. And anyway, one thing led to another, and Aragon ended up crowning a king, I think, because their rebels must have won. Because I did some reading afterwards to find out how did this happen. And I think their rebels must have won, so they crowned a new king, and they rejected our personal union over them. So then I went to war with Aragon after winning this war, and this took me a while. And right as I was beating Aragon and bringing them back under my personal union, Naples crowned a new king. Well, this king right here of Castile died, and our heir took over, and I think that caused Naples to reject the personal union, and they crowned a new king. And so I was going through what I call rolling personal union wars. And I was like, how on earth can anybody ever get through 50 years to make this happen? And so then I went and I did the research, and I think I understand why, and I basically explained to you why. I think that here the rebel faction won and they installed their king, and over here my king died, which allowed them to break free. So I'm reloading from last night's start point, and we're going to redo that episode basically. In fact, I think that was called episode 7, and this one is going to be called episode 7 redo, and or whatever episode is applicable, you know. And what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to come over here and start trying to secure some of these lands. So I'm very close to being able to do that right now. But if Aragon has that rebellion kick off again, I'm going to go and I'm going to stomp that rebellion out for them, just to make sure that they stay in my personal union. So let's go ahead and unmothball these guys. They already are. Okay. And then, so I'm waiting for morale to build, and I'm waiting for these guys to get up to 100%. What's this say? There are disloyal estates. Yeah, the burghers are just under the cap. So we'll hit unpause. Let's back this down to speed 3. Make sure that I have claims. Melilla, Tangiers, and Tutuan. Melilla, Tutuan, Tangiers. Saleh is independent, but we'll want to grab them also. Then over here in Morocco, we're going to want Mers El Kabir and Oran. Okay, so let's go to covert actions and fabricate a claim on Oran. Okay. And then Tlemcen. I do have the claim on Dara. Okay. That's what I was hoping for. Declared war upon Savoy. Okay. We're at 75%. How are we doing financially? We're doing quite good. Militarily, we're a little bit over our caps. So let's make this guy here 5K like everybody else. Okay, we're at cap now, and we are making more money as a result. We can build provinces. We can build in provinces, I should say. That's an area I really need help with. I probably need to watch a YouTube video and find out exactly how to do that. I know, for example, Sevilla, because it's a trade node, it has an entrepot and it has an estuary. I want to build marketplaces here, and that makes sense. This is the trade center, and anywhere else that I have a trade center, I want marketplaces. But I'm a little uncertain as to which territories should be developed for tax and then put churches in them, for example, and which ones should be developed into military and load them up with bases. What is this? Natural harbor, level 1 coastal center of trade. See, why would this not, would we not want to make this a trade power? Local trade power +5. You cannot downgrade the center of trade because it is already at the lowest level. So that's in Cadiz. Cadiz is a center of trade because it has a natural harbor. That's not true of every coastal province. Okay. Do we have anything else that gives little hints like that? I'm not really seeing anything else. So my original question stands. How do I know where to specialize in tax and where to specialize in military and put military buildings up? Uh-oh. Do we have an interwebs problem? Hold on. No, doesn't look like it. And I'm still green. Okay. Must have been a Steam thing. Alrighty then. Unpause and continue. Alright, we are at 100% now. I wonder, would you guys give us... Do you have an idea yet? Not yet. Would you give us access? Yes. That might allow me to just cross this land bridge into their territory. Okay, other than that, I want you guys to go ahead and port. I want to bring you up here. And you guys should come down to here. I just want to make sure that I'm still within naval limits and all. Okay, we're good to go. We'll probably be building a flagship in a little while. Where are they at? Here they are. Okay, so we're set up right here to blockade, which will take care of this county, and this county, but not here and not here. So I theoretically need to split into 2 more groups. Maybe I could actually use these light ships. Grant export licenses. Instead of paying cash to the nobles, another option is to grant them privileges to collect special revenues, for example, from foreign trade, from which they can make a healthy profit. A proposal has recently reached the king's ears to grant several noble families export licenses for our trade with Portugal. Doing so would please them greatly, but the commercial classes may view the matter less favorably. Yeah, I think this would probably hurt our trade. Let's find out how it breaks down. If we grant the privileges, Portugal is happy with us. We lose 10 legitimacy, which would be a problem. That would bring us to 85 and below 90. Castile gets tax income boost. So the national tax modifier goes up. The nobility improves in loyalty. The burghers lose. And that's the inverse of what I can afford. If the privileges have to be earned, the nobility will lose 10 loyalty, the burghers will gain 10 loyalty, but Portugal loses opinion. Yikes. So no effect on mercantilism or anything, but I'm going to take this one. We're going to say you have to earn them. All right. We're 44% through the religious conversion of Gibraltar. It's time to gather troops together. You come down to Cadiz, and you 3 try to pile into Gibraltar. All right, now that I'm not stopping suppression here, that might be what allows for this spirit of rebellion to start kicking back up. Okay, they seem to be able to hold all 20k without attrition. Here are my 6 light ships. I want to split you. That might be a bit risky, but I want to see how this goes. And the idea is that I can shift and support, but I'll have to be quick with the naval part. It's a little hard for me. And this is a dicey proposition because it's hard for me to pay attention out here while also managing the land war, but we'll see how it goes. All right, we're in position. We will now declare war for Tangiers. This is a war of conquest. I forgot to look up where I can find my aggressive expansion rating at. Also, okay, not full yet. Declare war for Tangiers. Alright, let's look at this. They are not inviting... No, they have Tunis as an ally. Okay, so I'm not sure if these are numbers that include Tunis or not. I kind of think no, but they have 6k infantry, 2k horses, 20k in naval. No, this is their land. This is how many reinforcements they have. That might be Navy plus... Oh, 8,000 deployed and 12,677 in reserves. Okay. We have 41,000, and that's including Aragon. 12,000 in cav, and 109,000 total. All right, confirm. Okay, I guess we're gonna have to bring these guys over. What about the 20k? Can you come over? Yes, you can. Okay, so the cogs aren't really necessarily needed. All right, we have their country 100% blockaded. I have the cogs loaded up in here. Let me take a closer look at what kind of fleets we're looking at. 1, 2, 3 of my carracks are loaded in that one. 1 carrack in this one. They are in the inland sea. I think I want my cogs to come over here and support my light ships, because the galleys in the inland sea here should help. They'll get that boost. Okay. You guys go. You have to take down Fez, it looks like. I guess you guys are going to be held in reserve until Fez falls. Aragon's navy has come over, so Aragon is automatically helping, acting as an ally. Agricultural revolution. Bobdu, how are you doing, bud? Good day to you, or evening, wherever you're at in the world. Actually, for me, it's evening, but because of my sleep cycle, it still feels like daytime. Agricultural revolution. We have managed to increase our agricultural production in Murcia by implementing new farming techniques for plantations, irrigation, and land properties organizations, and thereby bring higher tax income to our state. Well, nice. We could raise taxes even higher. My instinct is to say, no, don't do that. The reason you're getting this kind of production because they have the money in their pockets to innovate. Our manufactories will benefit or invest in a bigger army. Okay, this all comes down to how we want to specialize Murcia. I'm okay. How are you? Yeah, I'm doing terrific, man. I'm having a good day, just kind of chilling and gaming. I am trying to learn how to play this game here. I have some knowledge, but not a whole lot. And right now, I'm trying to find out how to tell. I can already tell which places I should turn into, what do you call it? Like trade centers. Sevilla, it's real obvious because it shows right here. We have an entrepot here, and then, but this, more importantly, we have these, the estuary and this entrepot, and they give bonuses to trade. But when it comes to whether or not I should turn Cadiz, well, Cadiz is a bad example. Cadiz should be trade also, I think, because it's got the natural harbor. But like a Huelva, whether that should be tax and so build churches, or whether it should be military and so build barracks, or whether because of maybe the kind of good they produce, it should be a burger area where you manufacture stuff. That actually just occurred to me. So if I look here, they produce grain, which is not that valuable. So I'm thinking with no... Man, we're a tyrannical ruler? How did that happen? With no other special indicator, I'm thinking this would be a good place to be a tax institution, which goes against what I was just thinking. I mean, it could be military also. I just don't know. I don't know how to make that choice. So now I'm going to check out chat and see. I'd take the production. Production is better as it both contributes to both production income and trade income. Okay, Bob, would you do that specifically for Murcia, or were you looking at another county? With Murcia, or however that's pronounced, Murcia, would you go production or would you go barracks? Every province. Okay, so then I don't really have to worry about my manpower. That'll kind of just take care of itself as I expand, I guess, or with or maybe the way that Castile is with its ideas. You can do both manpower and production. Oh, yeah. Okay, I see. So you don't necessarily want to super specialize. Tax is the worst by far. Okay. Oh, man, thank you so much. That was like, here the past few episodes, I knew this was the area that I had the biggest, I just didn't know what to do. Because they changed it with Emperor, where the estates don't have control. They don't have direct control. Okay, so we're gonna go manufactories then. Gain 1 base production in Murcia. All right, cool. Man, thank you so much. All right, we're sieging Fez. We seem to have control of the seas as well. Although Tunis, I just don't. You never know with Tunis. Well, I should know, but I don't quite know where to look to find. Oh, actually, yes, I do. If I pop open, there's a ledger. Military, national navies, and country, and then just scroll down to Tunis. Oh, never mind. That's not really showing me what I wanted to know. All right, well, there's something in there that I can figure it out through that, I'm pretty sure. But we're just going to unpause and let it go. Here's Fez. Try and scroll out, keep an eye on my navies. I'm really a little bit nervous about them getting attacked. I'm spread thin. But I also want to keep track of what's happening with Fez. Oh, there was a Tunis boat there, but there was no war. Oh, what happened? Pause. My king, our people are losing... Okay, so we lost the stability. Our old king has decided to die a little too soon. Okay. That is bad timing. We're at war. We could be facing an uprising at home. Maria will now be ruling our kingdom until our heir comes of age. Unlike with a Regency Council, we will still be able to declare wars. Okay. All right, so Juan II has passed away. Unpause. Yeah, see, Tunis was here too, so I guess maybe I'm not fighting Tunis. Pause it. I am not. I am just fighting them. Okay, good. I don't have to be nervous anymore. And Aragon is my personal union, so they're helping. Although I haven't seen their armies yet. Their armies are up here. They might not be helping. I didn't check them, so that just might be the natural patrol of their ships that I'm seeing. So I think I'm just handling this on my own, which is fine. That's what I intended to do anyway. I've got the troops for it. Did you get the Iberian wedding? Yes. And so that's got Aragon under me in a personal union right now. But I did not get Isabella. Instead, I got the strategic marriage with the Habsburgs. I saw this in a guide on Castile, so I set it up so that I set my alliances up and stuff and my royal marriages so that I had the chance to get Aragon, which is kind of built in. I had a chance to get the Burgundian succession, and I married into Austria to have a chance to get the strategic alliance. And of those, the Iberian wedding happened, of course, and then I got the Habsburg as my heir here. I did not get the Burgundian succession this time around. And it looks like Burgundy lost this area up here for the most part. Yeah, for the total part, actually. Oh, yeah, I was involved in that war, actually. These guys declared independence. Yeah, Iberian wedding pretty much guaranteed, yeah. Neck 28%, we're making progress, good progress. I guess the blockades are helping with that quite a bit. It should tell us here. Yeah, they're not getting that bonus because I've got them completely blockaded. And as I understand it, I want Salé, Tangiers, if I can ever get it, Ceuta or however that's pronounced. I want Tetuan, Melilla, Mers El Kabir, Oran, and Dara. And I think I'm supposed to take Tlemcen also. But these coastal provinces, because they belong to the Safi trade node, and I want to gain control over those. And then from what I saw on the video I watched online, is that I want to state this area, and that's another thing that I'm not really sure, because I know I can state the Andalusian area too, but I don't know why I would or what benefits happen or what should I state and what should I not. But the video I watched said to state these, and the rest of these counties that I take, anything else that I happen to pick up in here, give it over to a trade company for the Safi trade node. If you're in your missions, you have a force PU over Portugal, so you can get the province. Oh, yeah, that's true. And I am waiting on that until they get their exploration idea. And once they get their exploration idea, from what I've heard online, once they've selected exploration, they will automatically take expansion as well. And as long as I wait for them to pick up that first idea, then I can accomplish these, which gives me the personal union over them or the ability to get it. And at that point in time, whenever I bring them in under me as a personal union, they will actually colonize for me. All right, we got Fez. So now we should be able to get deeper into the territory. And carpet siege. Oh, I can't move out of here, huh? Well, I could. I wonder if my 8.8K is much stronger than their 9K. It's possible. Okay, so we'll siege these two here. I'm at 27%. They've taken the idea group if you look. Oh, I thought... Did I see that wrong? It says 0. Oh, that's Castile. Portugal. 0. And it doesn't look like I can look any deeper than that. Because now it's showing me Castile. They've still selected it as a group. They've picked the group but haven't taken the idea. What am I not looking at that should indicate that to me? Or do you just happen to know that by this point in time in the game? Like, that's kind of what I'm asking. Are you seeing me bring this menu up, or are you seeing an indicator on here that says they've taken it? Or are you looking at the date and you just know that by this point in time they've got that? Or that maybe they start with it. It's where you're looking at, okay. Promoted culture, stability, admin level. Currently have no active policies. Prestige, Diplo level, spy network, exploration ideas. Oh, maybe that's what... So maybe that's what's indicating that they've taken the group, but they've yet to select an idea. Let me compare that to us. Has not unlocked. Okay, I see what you're talking about. Well, the video I watched says wait until they take the actual idea. That it won't work for us if we take them whenever there's a 0 there. But maybe the video's wrong, you know? Where it says exploration 0, it means they've taken the group but haven't filled out any ideas. They have started to fill out the exploration group. They've not got an idea from it yet, but they will. Okay. Okay, that's really good to know. And that might be what I do next then, is to go ahead and get the personal union on Portugal. I don't know, I may want to try and fill this out first. Oh, here comes Aragon. So they are kind of... Yeah, the 19K right there. Okay, so I didn't have to check them. They're acting like a vassal. They're just automatically in. What do we have here? Pause. Popular religion. There has always been some discrepancy between the religion actually taught and defended by the clergy and the actual faith of the people in the provinces. Most of the time, the differences are small enough that the clergy chooses to ignore them to instead focus on reinforcing the more orthodox spiritual ideas of the people. It seems, however, that certain ideas that are quite unorthodox, if rooted in old traditions, have begun to spread together with the Catholic faith among our non-Catholic subjects. Oh yeah, I know what this is talking about. This is like kind of real. Like the celebration of Christmas and Easter. Those are traditionally Christian ideals, right? That came out of Latin Christendom, but Latin Christendom is built on top of the old pagan world. And Easter is like a celebration of Esther. These things, they all combine together because everybody's influencing everybody. The resulting mix of old heathen ideas, popular superstitions, and the actual Catholic itself has been quite too much for the clergy to stomach, even if it seems to have made conversion a much more attractive proposition for our heathen subjects. We could attempt to root out this syncretism. Tolerance of the true faith would increase by +1. Well, I am trying to roleplay Castile as super Catholics, so I might go with that, even though I'm guessing the other way is the other option's going to be what appeals to me. Clergy gains 15 loyalty and 10 influence. Or Castile gets missionary syncretism until 24 Jan 1479, increasing military strength by 1. We'll side with the clergy, super Catholics. That's Castile. All right, looks like I sieged down a whole bunch of places. We're at plus 29%. Would you like? No. Pile into here. No. Oh, you didn't move. Okay, can we move to here? No. What about here? Ah, I can siege this down. Looks like Aragon might be going for it. And we lost an advisor. Diplomatic reputation at +1 gold. Queen Consort Maria is a 2/2/2. So many times has a player wondered why the AI chose such a stupid idea group, and they've kept at it. Who controls the Pope at the moment? Hey, Belisarius, how are you, man? Hey, oh yeah, Belisarius, for you in particular, since you were here last night. I don't know if you were in at the end where I was saying I was going to replay that whole thing because... No, actually, you had to log. That's right. So let me explain to you real quick what happened. I had what I call rolling personal unions because Aragon rejected my personal union, and once I started fighting them to bring them back under control, Naples, who I had won against, rejected my personal union. So I went online to find out how in the world are you supposed to keep these guys under control for 50 years? What good is a personal union if it just continues to roll, and every time you bring them back under control, it starts that 50-year cycle again? Well, I think what I found out is I believe what happened is that these rebels that stood up with Aragon, I think they won. And they put their own king on a throne, and then they rejected our personal union. And then, whenever I was done with Naples and I came over here and I started to war against Aragon, my king died. And I think that must have nullified the personal union here because they put a new king on the throne also. And so what I've done is I've reloaded the game to exactly the start point that I began last night. And yeah, Pretenders, Rebels. So the Pope. I guess it's Florence. Florence, well, they're in control of the Curia. Is that what you mean? Papal controller. Is that the same thing as the papal controller, or is that like a council? It makes sense that Florence would have bought themselves a pope. I think that actually, if I remember right, I think that actually happened in history. All right, we're on the move with a bunch of armies. Got to stamp them out. Yeah, stamp out the pretenders. Right. Yep. And that, whenever I looked it up, that's what it was saying also. It's noble pretenders, and you got to kill them guys. You can invest some of your own papal influence to take control of a pope too. And Bob says Florence has a mission called Our Pope. Oh, of course, because it would be historical. Yeah, that makes a ton of sense. If I controlled the Pope, I kind of wouldn't know what to do with it. I am only just now learning that they have awesome things I can pick up here whenever I have enough influence built up. So I've been making use of those, but this is the first time that I've ever even known that I could do that. Aragon is all over their territory. War of Los... Uh-oh. The Christian clergy has always regarded the Morisco converts to Christianity with suspicion. This is all the more true in the recently conquered Kingdom of Granada, where the policies to encourage conversions have been too efficient, according to some. Whether the Christian suspicions have been proven right, or if it is a result of their actions to persecute feared crypto-Catholics, we cannot know. But it is clear the Moriscos in the former Kingdom of Granada feel they have had enough. On the slopes of the Sierra Nevada mountains, the Moors have enthroned a new king of Granada, and as the revolt spreads, reports reach us of the destruction of churches, torture and murder of Christian priests, and open defiance of our most Catholic kingdom. We lose a stability, and we gain a bunch of separatists. Okay, so fortunately, I believe I'm in a position of strength where I can maybe grab these 16K. Heck, with Aragon down here, I could actually probably make that 26K and bring 26K troops back to stamp this rebellion out. All right, here we go. And I have my general. Go get them. We'll leave this 10K here to continue sieging Tadla. And we won. Once I take this, I think I'm just going to wipe their armies out first, and then I'll come back and siege down. Aragon's beating them up. We're at 41%. Assassination of a noble. Oh my gosh. The noble families are the bulwark of our power. However, they are not a united force and are locked in a constant struggle against each other for influence and power. As time marches on, some noble houses might see their fortunes rise, while others could lose all their power. The resulting envy leading to bitter rivalries and recriminations. You know, on a side note, if they ever made a game where you were like a freelance assassin that got hired by various nobles to do things like this, sneak into a castle, you'd get like dangerous missions to sneak into a castle and assassinate the lord of the castle, the lord or lady. And then it had ripple effects on the politics of the kingdom so that you became something of a kingmaker. through your dagger. That might be a really cool game. Recently, one of these rivalries boiled over into outright conflicts as Francisco de Toledo, the leader of a powerful noble house, was assassinated by his rivals. Furious, his surviving relatives are preparing their violent revenge. Let them solve it among themselves. No, I don't want to lose that legitimacy. It would put us at 85. Take control of the situation. I will do that because we've got the loyalty to spare. All right. And go get this 9K. Hey, Armstrong, how are you doing, man? It's good to see you. Oh, lose the legitimacy. Bummer. Really? I thought it was really bad to fall under 90 legitimacy. I should have checked chat before I did that. Okay, let me see what else was written. It's the icon on the top left. Oh dear, big rebellion incoming. Any provinces you converted to Catholic in Spain will revert back to Muslim. Oh, really? It doesn't stay Catholic? I see why that event fired. Do you remember an event that let you choose between conversion and tolerance? Yes, I do. And I chose tolerance. But I put a missionary here into Gibraltar. But I did pick tolerance. It's bad to fall under 50 legitimacy. Okay. Were you able to find that link? Armstrong, I looked and I was not. I checked my messages. The only message I found was a guy shouting at me. He wrote in all caps on an old, oh gosh, I'm blanking on the name. Elite Dangerous guide that I did. Don't make videos on things you don't know what you're talking about on. I'm like, I don't know. I didn't go look at the video that he's talking about. Most of my videos, I let people know. I don't really know what I'm doing, but this is the best explanation. This is how I understand it. And I'm pretty sure that guide that he was yelling me about, I've received multiple compliments and thank yous from people saying, oh my gosh, thanks for the long play on this. It shows me stuff that shorter guides don't. And I understand how to do this more thoroughly now. I've been looking everywhere to understand this one aspect, and watching your video showed me how to do it. So, I mean, I don't know what the guy was mad about, but that's the only thing I saw. I did not see your comment. If you choose tolerance and then send a missionary to force them to change religion, naturally they're going to rebel. Okay, you know what? When I read that, I was actually wondering about that openly. So that's what's causing the problem then, huh? Should I go ahead and pull this guy off? I remember as I was doing this, I was putting my thinking process out there. I'm like, okay, hold on. When they say about convert here, do they mean like don't send anybody to force convert? Or am I not even allowed to send a guy to present his ideal and say, hey, what do you think about this? And of your own free will, if you like it, do you want to convert? I didn't know which one it meant. And it seems like what it's saying is like, you can't go proselytize at all. Event has happened now. It won't happen again. Might as well keep going now. Okay. All right. Well then, the rebellion has happened, you mean? Okay, gotcha. Just keep going. Okay. See, what you guys are telling me, I'm starting to kind of put it together. And it's helping me understand the game more. I appreciate everybody's input. I'm just happy that I have enough knowledge of the game where I can pick up what you guys are laying down and put pieces together, All right, Maria died. So we're now in a Regency Council. We can't declare any more wars, so we probably... I hope that they don't end this war before we take the territory. Okay, let's, looks like they're gonna all hole up right here. Where in the world are they going? They're going across all of Europe. Oh, they ran into trouble. I can't get into here. All right. Maybe I'll just stay here as a guard then. It looks like they are running into trouble. The French are coming in. Actually, I need to go siege down the provinces. That's right. There used to be a way to cheese it where you would combine two different events to fully convert the Granada provinces and prevent the rebellion. Copy that to your WordPad. Armstrong, it didn't show up. I'm wondering if they're auto... Hey, Armstrong, do something with that link. If you're posting a link, it's disappearing it. So where it says like www dot, put a space in there, and then it should post it up, and then I can copy it. Interesting rebel strategy. Where are they going? Yeah, that's, I don't know. They're rebelling Moriscos going deeper into the heart of Catholic Europe. Okay. Kudos for being unorthodox. You have thrown me for a curve. I do not know what your end point is. Okay, so like when you copy the link into a comment, go up into that link and put a space somewhere in the link, somewhere random. Break it up so that it doesn't turn into a link. And then that way, the auto messaging system here that's filtering that out, because I think that's must be what's going on. It won't know what to do with it. It'll just think that you're typing a normal comment. But I will see it and I'll understand, okay, that's a link. And I can fix it whenever I go to paste it in by deleting that space. Does that make sense? And if it gets annoying for you, oh, I did. I'll try doing a couple spaces. Oh, that's what the how's that meant. Okay. Yeah, man, I'm sorry that this is turning into such a chore. Let's see here. Veneration of the Virgin Mary. The Blessed Virgin Mary, Mother of our Lord Jesus Christ, is the Queen of Heaven and mediator of many graces. There is no more perfect woman, and her holy motherhood grants her a seat at the right hand of God. Or does it? Recently, radical theologians have been arguing that there is no need for such intercessions. Are they right, or is the Holy Mother Church in danger from their almost heretical utterings? May the Madonna forgive them. We gain 2 papal influence, but we also gain 0.5% of reform desire. She is a special woman, but still just a woman. No, we're super Catholics. May the Madonna forgive them. Castile is super Catholic, so I'm gonna role play that. All right, my goodness. Let's see if we can get some advancement on this stuff here. No, not seeing it, Armstrong. I'm sorry. My region, our spies inform us that Tlemcen is considering. The only other thing I can think of is if you were to tell me maybe what kind of search query I could do in YouTube that would bring that up. Like the title of the video or something like that. HRE is enacting imperial reform. We're at plus 7% over here. Navy's having 0 problems. Have they even had to fight at all? Alright, we're going to be able to call it diet if we want to. Nobody has had to fight, I don't think. We got the arquebus, or however you pronounce that, arquebus. I don't remember which one I'm supposed to take. Exploration. Okay, but I can't do it yet. National Ideas 5. And I am at 5. Okay, so I'm just waiting for this to fill up. 21%, 100%, so this should be... There we go. Combat Vet reacts. Bradley should bring it up as the first video. Okay. All right. Thank you, Armstrong. I will check that out. Or come over to the Twitch site and DM him the link. Maybe. Yeah. I mean, I'm on Twitch also for you guys that are on YouTube. I know so little about how Twitch functions. Like, there's supposed to be a lot of stuff that I can do with chat that kind of makes things fun for you guys and interactive, and you can play games and stuff like that. I don't know how to do any of that stuff, and I haven't looked into it. YouTube used to have a way that you could private message, but I guess they got rid of it. Okay, we got Tadla. France declared war on Provence. Oh, let's go to Garb. Knock down their 9K army. We're at 63%. This is probably the only army they got. And they are no match against us. Wow. So we'll take Garb. Probably exploration so you can dominate the new world, plus your future Portuguese lapdog. Yeah. What is that OPM called? What OPM? I can't. I'm not sure what you're talking about. What just happened here? Oh, they're offering peace. Well, let's click on them and do the offering. You have to give us everything. Malila. Tangiers. Tetuan. They say yes. Can I get Fez? They still say yes. Can I take all your money? They say yes. Maybe Garb? Yes. Mekness? Yes. Anfa. Tadla. Okay, Tadla's the cutoff point. 285 gold plus all these provinces. And then I need to war against Saleh, who is independent. And I will turn Saleh Tangiers, Tetuan Melilla. Well, I might wait until I get Ceuta, but this is supposed to become a state from the guide I was following. All the rest of this I will give to a trade company. Okay. Save temp. I want to see if I can do this if it breaks down the way I think it's supposed to. I'm checking chat first. Navarra? Navarra is part of Castile now. I annexed them. One province minor. Oh, okay. What is that OPM called? Oh, okay, the Saleh. You're talking about this one, right? Morocco had a rebellion from these guys. And as they were getting attacked, oh, and Tunis, I think. I'm not sure. They were fighting a couple people at the same time. And these guys took over a bunch of their land. And then Saleh, in the process, split off and gained its independence. The country in North Africa west of Fez, yeah. Instead of Garb and Anfa, can you get Figwig and Tadla? And are you thinking, I was thinking I want the coast for trade purposes. Are these like good places for forts maybe? A pirate republic in North Africa? Yeah, who would have thunk? All right, so I do have the temporary save, and the way that I've seen this done before, and I'm not sure if I'm understanding it right, is I go to trade, and I click on the Safi node, and I click assign provinces to trade company. This will found a new trade company in Maghreb charter, giving control of all your provinces in Safi to our new company will greatly improve its value for building a trade empire, but reduce its value as a source of troops and taxes. It will also disable automatic spread of institutions that the mother country has embraced into these provinces. But when it says all, I think the last time I tested this out, it does not. It excludes these areas because they're part of the Sevilla trade node. I think that's why. Yeah, because we can see it color-coded. Okay, so let's check chat one more time. First European to get a gold mine outside of Europe gets 100-year bonus production there. Yeah, I've seen that event pop up. I didn't know what the result would be. It said you get a really nice bonus. They left it as a mystery. Oh, so one of those places you were talking about must produce gold, huh? Let's take a look at that. You produce copper. You produce vaca, cows. Ah, there we go. Gold. Spices. Okay, so having this might be nice. Well, there's no might about it. It's got a market town in it too. But if I give it to the trade company, would I still... get that bonus. There it is, exploration. All right. So again, the YouTube video I watched by a guy named The Red Hawk, 3 different words, The Red Hawk. He said wait until they've taken exploration ideas. And for him, he indicated that there's a 1 in here, but it might be possible, as I was being pointed out to earlier, that if you just mouse over and it says exploration ideas, they've got the group. But I haven't experimented with that yet. When watching the video on his, it has a 1. And he says when that happens, you can take these and pick up the personal union over Portugal. Fate of the Kingdom of Granada. With all important locations in Granada once again under our control, we must decide what to do with the Morisco population. It is true that most of them never supported the rebellion, but how could we trust them not to turn on us in the future? Oof. Should we expel all of them? We would lose 2 stability. That would put me at -1. Or we must mend these wounds, not cut off the limb. Well, I'm thinking mend the wounds. But maybe I'm not being hard enough. Maybe that's a mistake. What do you guys think? Tafilalt is a gold mine. You can still convert them yourself. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I mean, just general, like, how do I put this? It's not a value. It's more like a common sense. It seems to me like you want to build around people. You don't want to expel them. These people can produce for you. It might take a little while for them to integrate into your culture or whatever, but it seems like a waste of an opportunity to just expel everybody. But I don't know. Tabula rasa, blank slate. But we get 1 stability out of that, so let's go with that then. Gain restoration of Union Casus Belli on Portugal. There it is. All right. So troops can come home. And you guys come out to here. You guys go back to here. You guys protect trade in Sevilla. And you guys come out to here to regroup. Okay. Hunt pirates in the Sevilla trade node. There we go. We're all set up again. Suffered casualties. Provincial unrest in the areas we just took. Corruption is growing. There we go. 3.54. Yikes. We're not making much money right now. I don't know if I want a core. I think yes, because I'm going to turn this into an estate. And I am not sure about... That's only because the video told me to, or recommended it. I don't really know why I would or would not turn certain places into estates. I have 677 gold. Let me hold off on this. Maybe chat has some opinions. All right, let's check chat. You won't get the rebellion event a second time. Okay, good. Where are we at, by the way? 55% conversion on Gibraltar. Aragonese noble rebels. Okay, we got to go wipe these guys out. Where are they at? Over here. Okay, the cogs are going to help transport us. Oh shoot, I'm left my siege. that was dumb. All right, those guys are done. Click OK. It looks like I might have gotten lucky enough to preserve the siege. Oh, no, wait. You're sieging also. Okay. Okay. Rebel factions. Subjects, rebel factions. Waldensian heretics at 30%. Let's have you manage rebel suppression. Same with you. Whoops. Okay, with that done, I'm hoping to see this number drop. Oh no, it's over here though. Okay. Pause. One of our iron ore mines has hit some lower quality iron ore. This has made outfitting our units more expensive. Bummer. Poor iron. Okay. These are my cogs. Put them back over here. I'm thinking I should come camp out on these provinces. Oh, what's happening here? There's another... Oh, no. Never mind. Truce expired with the Netherlands countries. The last jousting tournament, we can feel it in the wind. Soon our equestrian elite will be nothing more than a dream remembered, as the chivalrous tradition dies out before the onslaught of modernity. The world is changing, but for now, for one last time, let the Knights of Castile ride. So if we do that, army morale goes up, yearly army tradition and prestige go up. It costs me money that I have. Oh, I lose 30 splendor. Is that important? Power projection. I wonder if splendor ties into that. Oh, I don't want to lose the prestige. Forward to glory. Okay. Now how are we looking? 40%. 13.3. 8 to 13 on these various provinces. Oh, since I'm already in position, maybe I should take Salé. Oh, I have a question. Where can I find my aggressive expansion? Because I understand well enough that I don't want to do too much all at once, or all of Europe will ally against me and be like, stamp them out. They have ambitions of taking over everything. But without knowing where to look for that, I'm not sure how to judge whether or not I should attack. You can afford trade company investments. Regency for Philippe ends on 11 April 1467. Oh, that's coming up. If your heir is ready and has a good claim, you should let him ascend to the throne when the regency ends. If not, you can choose to extend the regency by another 5 years through the court interface. Okay. Local quarter. I would go harbor. How much does it cost me? 200 gold. Oh, I have to choose where to put it. I don't know the best one. I don't know the best place to put that. Here, probably. Natural harbor. Garb. Okay. Kind of just keep it at that for now. You can see. Oh, hold on. Moving up. Splendor. Whoops. Hold on. Move the mouse back. Splendor is where it says Age of Discovery. Oh, okay. So that's what allows me to progress up here. So I've checkmarked present on 2 continents. We have 267 Splendor. This age will start 120 months after the following is true. Protestant is enabled. Okay. So it's like maybe a score. You use Splendor to buy bonus age abilities from that list. Oh, nice. Oh, I remember that. Yeah, that's right. A long time ago, I played this game to the point that I was able to colonize over here. But whenever they became their own independent states, I kind of fell out of the... I didn't know what to do. And I think I stopped playing after that. But I did end up, I was buying some of these things. So I learned a little bit about it. All right. Close. See the little red boxes above the mini-map in the corner? Yes. You can see aggressive expansion on one of the map modes. Terrain, political, trade, imperial, religious, diplomatic. If we go to the political map modes, accepted cultures, religious unrest, government types, rebel types, state edicts, dynastic revolution, diplomatic, military access, opinion coalition, truce federations, trade leagues, rivals, players, great powers, and victory cards. Economic, trade, development, buildings, manpower, local autonomy, colonial, trade goods, technology, institutions, trade value, loot, and devastation. Geographical, terrain, simple terrain, areas, regions, subcontinents, states and territories, overseas provinces, colonial and trade, supply, limit, fort level, great projects, weather, and climate. I did not see aggressive expansion. I didn't see it. All right, unpause and wait for a little bit. I think we could go ahead and attack Saleh. Oh wait, I probably don't have a claim on this. Oh, I do. 100% aggressive expansion, 100% prestige, and 100% cost. I think the AE map mode is labeled as coalition. Okay. Diplomatic coalition. Colors the provinces according to their owner's opinion about the selected country's aggressive expansion. If their opinion about the selected country's aggressive expansion is below -50, and their general opinion is below 0, they are able to join a coalition, and their color scale is amber red, amber to red. If their opinion about the selected country's aggressive expansion is below -50, but their general opinion is above 0, their color scale is green to amber. Otherwise, their color scale is gray to green. If the country is red, they are in a coalition against you. So Europe doesn't care. The Ottomans are like, hey, what are you doing over there? Tunis, Tlemcen, everything in North Africa is like, holy smokes. All right, so I think we're okay then. Coalition, thank you. Thank you for that tip. Let's find it in here. There it is. Okay. That's helpful. All right. Let's go back to political map mode. Let's go ahead and take Saleh, because even if these guys form a coalition against me, I don't care. I hope that's wise. I think I'm powerful enough that I don't have to worry about it. So we'll take Saleh. Oh yeah, we have a regency. Okay, that makes sense. I am gonna go ahead and core. Yes, Tangiers, Tetuan, and Malila. Okay. Oh, I think we should be coming up on a point where we're not under. This should be ending really soon. 14 years old. He'll get a personality trait as soon as he sits on the throne, I guess. And that might be a transition of power also, so maybe I don't want to attack right away. We'll have to see how this game handles it. Rebels have crossed the border. My regent, Granadan separatists, have crossed our borders from Morocco and entered Fez. Well, that might have been a mistake for you guys. Crush them. They dead. Although this group took a pretty hard hit. How's our manpower looking? We're looking good. But our economy's not looking too good. What's going on there? Negative 3.11. What is it that caused me to go from a strong economy? It's something that has to do with taking this area down here. Do I have La Mancha up to 10? Yes, I do. Did Sevilla build that marketplace? They did. Is it due to having a regency? Maybe some uneasiness in the kingdom? I bet that's it. Philippe von Habsburg will now rule our glorious nation. His good leadership skills and superior tactical knowledge will help us vanquish those that dare stand against us. All right. We should get this trait here really soon. Oh, we got greedy. Uh-oh. National tax modifier, neg 10%. Well, okay. Well, that's certainly not going to help me with my financial woes here. Maybe you guys need to be mothballed. Portugal handling some rebels. Corruption costs to get rid of. Well, we did have to move that up, but was it so much as to wipe out? I mean, I was making 10 gold, 10 ducats a month. So it seems like there's also something else going on. Am Eclipsing. Why? I'm at force limit, so I shouldn't be experiencing any negatives there. Oh, did I pick up additional forts that I'm having to maintain? That might be what it is. Actually, there's a pretty strong chance that's what it is. I could turn them off. I don't know if that's wise, though. Mothball all forts. Yeah, I have 5. And I think they're a ducat apiece. Maybe I could mothball Burgos and Malaga. That's 1, 2. Toledo would be 3. Fez is 4. I don't understand why I would need both Fez and Meknes. Let's at least turn Meknes off. Or destroy it altogether. No, wait, they don't have a fort here. That's just a... That's like a town or something. There's no fort in there. This is a fort. Fort level 2. I have not found all of my forts yet. Okay, so Fez is 1. Granada doesn't have a fort either. Oh, Malacca does. Malaga is 2. Toledo is 3. It says I have 5. Burgos is 4. Do these guys count? No. Because otherwise it would say I had 6, at least. Oh, here it is, Navarra. I would rather keep the fort in Burgos, because it gets more counties, and it still will act as a bottleneck for whoever's coming in from... Well, they could go around here, but they'd have to go the long way around, and there's a fort here in the Pyrenees. Navarra will only grab these areas. I'm going to take down the Navarra fort. I was wondering if there was a way to disable it. You can really only destroy it. Navarra is better to keep or better to destroy versus Burgos? Because Burgos is controlling all of these, right? Navarra will certainly close this door and maybe allows me to get rid of, once I own Aragon, I could get rid of the Pyrenees, and I could get, well, I would already have gotten rid of this. You can mothball and not destroy if you want. See the picture of a fort above the pie chart at the bottom? Yes. Fully maintained. Can be mothballed. Oh, yeah, okay, I would rather do that. Okay, so I think you're saying Navarra's better to keep. So let's mothball Burgos. And Malaga. And I'll keep Fez. Or maybe it should go the other way. Maybe I should keep Malaga and drop Fez. Unselect the tick on any you want to mothball. Navarra's better to keep, in my opinion. Okay, yeah. Yeah, and I especially once Aragon is ours, I could see that being the easy choice. Because we can drop the Pyrenees. Navarra will control all of this. And we would keep this one right here also. Even though maybe we would put one here instead. Okay. Well, that's better. And now that would help explain a little bit more about the corruption. Once we can drop that again, then we would be back in the green. You don't use forts, huh? Okay. Yeah, I'd seen it's like a pretty common tip to mothball forts when you're at peace. I can try running with that. Automatically raise maintenance during war, yeah. Okay. Let's take Saleh here. Diplomacy, declare war. Confirm. Yes. And I think I'm going to keep them right where they're at. I think I only need this 10K army. France embraced the Renaissance. Captured 2 ships. The retrial of Joan of Arc. I should have looked at what they decided on. I didn't, for some reason, didn't think to do that. When you declare a war, mothballed forts are automatically unmothballed, so you have to mothball again. Okay. I can do that. Oh, we're back in the green. Which is weird because all our forts are up. There must have been some sort of temporary malice. They have 960 troops defending, so actually, with us sitting at almost 12K, we could choose to assault once the walls are breached. Blew them up. I'm going to try and do a... I don't remember what you call it, but like fire my guns at the fort from sea. There should be an option for that. Detach blockade, repair damage, split in half. Attach, allow attach. Is there like an assault mission? Blockade enemy ports, intercept. Maybe it's over here. Ah, oh, it's expensive. It costs military points. I have 344. I just want to try it. I'm going to do it anyway. I've never done it before. Oh, there it is. Okay, so we knocked down their walls with a naval barrage. We're at plus 28% now. Order an assault. Bingo. We're only at 22% though. Do you guys have allies? I didn't even look at that. Truce. No? Well, we took your province. We should be poleaxing you now. In war score. Alright, well, we're at 27%. War score. Oh, I'm not blockading. Fleet is not blockading any ports. Why not? You're in this area. You should be... Oh, because I have it taken over, we don't need to blockade it. Okay, well then, in that case, go repair. Hold on, I'm losing war score. Morocco, Saleh, and Sousse. Okay. Actually, you guys go here. And you go get Sousse. $5K army. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm starting to figure some things out. Okay, cool. Corruption. Once it's back at 0, there's no cost. Okay, let's take a look at that. So corruption is at 0. So I can go here and I reduce this, right? Oh, only so far though. There we go. Well, 3.22 is about where I was. Oh, that's where it needs to be. Rebel uprising. Moroccan separatists are at 90%. Doggone it. 13,000 of them. All right. Continuing with chat. Moroccan rebels at 80%. Okay. It's on the siege view of the province in question. Found it. Yep. You have control. That's why I couldn't blockade them. Oh, right. Forgot about the religious unity. Is that why I'm getting Moroccan rebellions? It would make sense. Unpause. We're still in the green. Succession of Felipe I. The lack of an heir apparent for the Castilian throne is a pressing matter, not only for himself, but also for the realm at large. It has been suggested that Muhsin Barek, a young and promising scion of a distant branch of the Habsburg family, could perhaps be introduced in the Toledo court and in time take the place as Felipe I's successor. No, the guy's very young. He just needs to get married. We will never see a Moroccan noble on our throne. Yeah, that. Okay. Do I need to go and royal marry somebody in order for Philippe to get a wife? Or will he do that on his own? 7-4-10. Well, that's a lot more than what we've had so far in this game. You can see the cause of corruption on the very top bar. Overextension. Aye. Religious unity. Ah, okay. Gotcha. So most of this is being caused by overextension. Okay. Aragon is over here helping us again. Let's see. Let's bring these 10K back so that I'm not suffering attrition. There's the revolt, and they have. That's got to be 12.6, not 126. No. You stay there. You come down here. You press into Tlemcen. Our army was actually beating them even before reinforcements arrived. Gotta love that. I guess I will combine you guys for right now. A traveling minstrel, allow him to go where his heart desires. That puts us back. Well, 10 prestige is pretty nice too, but I like that stability. We're at +3 stability now. Theoretically, that means I should be able to drop this, right? Okay, so far so good. the advantage of being a defender on a mountain fort. Oh, yeah, you're right. That's exactly what that was. Okay. I was watching a playthrough by Mordred Viking. And it's a long playthrough, but so a lot of times I'll be watching it as I fall asleep, so I have to watch videos over and over again. But he went over that. So again, I'm happy with how I'm progressing with the game. I'm accruing knowledge to the point where I may not recall it in the moment, but as soon as somebody mentions it, I know exactly what they're talking about, which shortens the learning curve. You know, like you guys don't have to explain as much. I'm enjoying this game. I've had it for a really long time and just never really had the time until recently to unlock its mechanics and put the time I needed to learn it. But it's been fun. So I'm playing this and Bannerlord, and then I just started doing a recorded series on my third chronicle for Elden Ring. And it's just been a lot of fun. Those are all three of those games are a ton of fun. I just wrapped up a Chronicle on Crusader Kings 3 as well, so I'm done with that game for a while because I played a long series in it. But that game's also a ton of fun. Alright, we got Marrakesh. Move to Abda. We're at 65% war score. And these guys can come out here and blow them up. Oh, England insulted us. They called us scum. Untrustworthy scum. Oh, wow, they had a bunch of ships come in. I don't like that a little kind of scrub nation is able to compete with us on the high seas. We need to plus our navy up with some heavy hitters. Aragon came in and helped out. All right, we'll return to port to repair. We're capturing a bunch of ships too. That also is a way that I can end up in the red really quick because I can go over my naval limit. Yeah, I am. All right, what do we need to get? Oh, look at all these carracks I've got now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 carracks, that's awesome. I have to get rid of one galley, I guess. I'll get rid of... There was a 76, this one right here. The Duquesa. There we go. Alright, the rest of you can go repair. My galleys are down to 69%. They took a beating and were able to hang in there. Over naval limit isn't nearly as bad as over army limit. Oh, that's good to know. Portugal embraced the Renaissance. What do we have going on here? We are currently working... Oh yeah, we're coring them. Okay. Yeah, I was falling in love with this little stuff too. Like, it's a map game, right? But you got guys in here that represent entire stories. Like, we're playing as this whole nation, and we have dispatched a diplomat, I guess, to come into Melilla and begin to do whatever it is that they need to do to put the paperwork together and make this officially part of Castile. And so all of these are little individual stories, and these are great looking characters to represent that stuff. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes I'm a little surprised at the fact that I like this game because it's a map game. But I really do. I like it a lot. Oh no, there will be blood, spreading that England is preparing to attack Thomond. Oh, because Thomond has the babbling buffoon personality. All right. Defender of the Faith. I don't need it at this point. Provincial unrest. Okay. And we sieged correctly. Morocco wants out. Okay. Maybe I pick you. Sue for peace. What can I get out of you? I want war reps. They'll give it. I want all your money. They'll give that too. Morocco doesn't own Saleh. How can they give that? It says they'll give it to me. Oh, I need Oran for sure. That's one of those coastal provinces that I needed. Where's Tlemcen? Yeah. They'll give me all of that. Wow. Seems like I should do that. Hey, MRT, how you doing, buddy? It's actually a strategy to deliberately go over the naval limit to have the advantage. Like going over by an extra 20 to 30 galleys to swamp the Mediterranean. Granada rebels are at 90%. Ah, I think Saleh became a Moroccan vassal. Ah, okay. Yeah, you're probably right. Okay, so we're going to send that demand. And we did, in fact, gain it all. I need to core Saleh. And I did not get Marcel Kabir. I still need this one. But Oran I gained. I don't know if I would make Oran. I don't think that should be a core. Too few rivals. Okay. Okay, and bring this army north. And maybe sit them on top of Oran. Then go back into trade. Click the Safi trade node. Assign provinces. Okay, yeah, that's working out well. And we want this. And I need this. Okay. Go through here. Rebel uprising, 90% Granadan separatists. So you guys set up here at the fort. %, Sunni zealots in Gibraltar. 60% Tetuan. That's the second place. All right. For 7K. Are you all repaired? Yes. Send you on a hunt pirates mission protecting Sevilla. You guys are already protecting trade. Okay, and then we can mothball again. Here, and I think Fez. And Tlemcen. I'll keep Malaga up. Now we're making 6.47. Corruption is growing again. Wow. Really? So I need to settle down on the expansion into other cultures. It's getting really expensive. Overextension 0.4. I gotta wait for that to go away. Your overextension is dangerously high. Consider turning some non-core provinces into cores to reduce overextension. Oh, that's the importance of coring. In the meantime, you should be careful about annexing more non-core provinces. Gotcha. So I need to complete this core operation right here. And right here. Everything else should be okay because it's given over to a trade company, I think. Rebel uprising. Too few rivals. Who should I rival? I don't want to rival Portugal. I guess, I don't know, Muscovy. Mamluks? Eh. I'd rather just not tangle with them. I don't want to mess with Mamluks or Ottomans. So Muscovy it is. What else can I do here? Province improvements. I've got 700 gold just about. Cadiz needs a marketplace. So I guess I would put a church down in a really rich province. Someplace that had a strong trade good. Salt. Salt is 3. Of course, we're not going to try to convert you. We're just going to build this church. Granada salt also, so I don't know if this is the right move or not. I can always exit out, destroy it later if it turns out that it's not a good move. But I had extra money to spend. Our trade company, governance maybe? Local manpower, local sailors. I don't think I need it yet. Company garrison, local venture, local goods produced. Local tax modifier plus 25%. Wow. I think I have a map mode that shows goods. Trade goods. Oh, we got cloth down here. Cloth is good, so maybe local venture would be a good move to increase the production efficiency Let's see what chat says. That naval thing is done a lot as Venice, for example. Okay. At least until you core them up. You still need to core them. Okay. The idea is you have non-cored to start. Then you pay to make them territorial cores. After that, they either stay territorial or you pay to make them full state cores, or you put them into a trade company. Okay, I understand that. And I just need to know a little bit more about. So full state cores, the advantage of making states is to keep things stable and keep rebellions down because they're being more and more integrated into the nation, I guess. Different advantages and costs to each. Okay. Man, the depth of this game is really cool. Did I select this? There we go. I just did. No, I didn't. Oh, I have to pick where it goes. Oh, I see. So I would want to put that where... How about right here? Mares El Kabir. There we go. No, that didn't do anything. It's got a red line on it. Maybe I can't do this. Oh, it says I can't. I don't know what's going on here. It's got a high tax rate. What is this doing for me? This is production. Oh, shoot. That was an accident. Local venture. I think I just took them out of the trade company. No. I wonder what that blue meant. Oh, there's other options up here too. State edicts and administer states. There's a bunch of stuff going on. All right, well, I spent the money. Again, okay, that's not corruption. How far out are we from core? We're less than 20% in. And I need my troops to move. I need to get ready for this rebellion that's going to kick off. And advisor died. Okay. Suppress. 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 And suppress. It's gone down from 13K to 10K, I think. Let's see here. Full states have lower autonomy caps. so they can produce more money. Honestly, I'd not bother with trade company investments until you have control over most of the trade company region, which has its own map mode too. Yes, and for me it's the Safi trade node, which is all of this. Okay. Well, I was following what I saw on a video by the Red Hawk, and he does do subsequent wars against these countries, but he adds these things to a trade company. All right. Political. Everything's in position, and I think I am going to call it for right now. I've actually got jury duty tomorrow. So, or it's like I have to show up for them to decide whether or not they want me for jury duty. So I'm going to call it a night. It's been a terrific time, guys. Thank you for all of your help. I do appreciate it, and I hope you have a great evening. Bye for now, and I'm expecting I'll be on tomorrow, but if it turns into a long day or whatever, then I'll be on later in the week. All right, take care, everyone.